It's a beautiful day. Beautiful but sad and happy day. Just can't believe it's all coming to an end.
Here at the Black Swan, which was built in 1780. Look at this place. Croissant French toast.
Perhaps it was living in campgrounds and cheap hotels for the last 3 or 4 months. Or maybe it was the shift into the comfort season of autumn. But even though I'm not the biggest B&B fan on account of their being somewhat fussy, we relish the hominess of this elegant inn, with its creaky floors, stained glass, and gentle comforts of the past. We took our time saying goodbye.
Take the next right.
Just leaving the Black Swan Inn. Had a lovely breakfast served by Linda, and it's just a beautiful, crisp fall day. Life couldn't get better, could it? I don't know. Only a couple more days left of this adventure, and we're already mourning it.
Beautiful morning here in, oh God, I don't know where we are. Tilton, Franklin, New Hampshire. Good night's sleep, eh, babe?
Yeah, 10 hours.
Yeah.
That's a 55 miles with this video.
Yes. But yesterday felt like it was a really great day. We didn't think we were going to do that well, but we cranked and we got it, and we didn't feel too bad. And it's a beautiful morning, cold and crisp and October-y. We got a couple of sunny days that should get us to the coast. And we get 11 more miles on this northern rail trail.
11 beautiful miles.
I think we're gonna take it slow this morning. And then maybe crank it up once we hit the roads, I guess. We'll see what those are like.
Good morning, America.
Almost there. Here we go.
Back on the Northern Rail Trail, which now closely follows the Merrimack River, and which will take us nearly all the way to the state capital at Concord.
An old roundabout, the remains are left here on the trail. Modern archaeology. This is the kind of cool stuff you find. This Northern Rail Trail has been fabulous. Such a beautiful ride. We're so glad we ended up taking it. We were going to maybe miss it because of the rains. We thought it would be kind of rough. But, oh, it's been so beautiful. Dodging in and out of little New England towns and beautiful forest, wetlands, and just been fantastic. Cannot recommend this more. My favorite rail trail probably of all time. God, what a great trail.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's ride.
At some point we found ourselves leveling out onto a broad, fertile plain. As we neared the terminus of the Northern Rail Trail, I found myself contemplating how close we were to the Atlantic Ocean and the end of our epic adventure. But there yet were more landscapes to discover, and more people to meet.
Roland.
Hi, Roland.
Julianna.
We met you on the
Yeah.
Hampshire Rail Trail.
Would you introduce yourselves?
I'm
Bob and Jeanette Henry
Yeah.
Very nice.
from Franklin, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And we
I
met
finally
you
met
in
two
Boscawen.
nice people from Washington, the state of Washington.
Yeah.
No, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Right,
But you
yeah.
started in Washington.
Started in Washington.
Yes.
We heard all about
Yes.
your wonderful trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking
Very
forward to being home,
inspiring.
actually.
Yeah.
But these last few days were just milking every bit of it.
The
We're
end
kinda-
of it. It's the
kinda
end of
sad,
it.
you know?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, but you hit New England at the right time,
I know,
right?
yes.
With all of
Yeah, we
the,
sure
the
did.
fall
I'll save the best
foliage
for
and stuff.
last.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, enjoy.
All right, well, you guys enjoy.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah.
So nice to
Enjoy
talk
and
to
good luck on the
Fantastic.
rest of your
Yeah.
trip.
Thank
All right.
Completion.
Super.
Thank you.
Big
Happy
celebration.
trails, you
Happy
guys.
trails. And safe ride. Be
Thank
careful.
you very
Thank you.
much.
We'll see you.
All
Happy
right.
trails.
And suddenly we found ourselves back on the road and back into the chaos.
Thought I lost you. US 3, New Hampshire. Now that we're on the roads here in New England, off the trails, on the road, a lot of people, a lot of traffic, but a nice wide shoulder and an actual bike lane. And people are being very courteous as drivers, which is awesome.
We made our way into Concord, a city with such a pleasant name. How could it possibly disappoint? And it didn't. A delightful small New England capital with a bustling but manageable downtown. We rode around in circles a bit, found ourselves some lunch, talked with a fellow bicycle tourist, and then headed south toward Manchester and our hotel for the night.
Really enjoyed Concord. What a pretty little town, pretty little city, capital city of New Hampshire. Classic American town. Now we're heading on towards Manchester, some 15 odd miles away. Shadows are getting long. Shouldn't have any problem getting there before the sun sets. We got 2 more days left. 2 more days left before we hit the ocean. It's really feeling surreal to me, and all the more so because, you know, we're riding through this really idyllic, beautiful slice of Americana. I just love it. God, Miss Molly. These are steep. They're really steep. Hey there, fella. It's all good. Just climbed probably our last major hill of the trip.
13% grade. It was so much fun.
Really fun. Now we gotta hustle. Get to our hotel before the sun sets. Here we go.
The ride into Manchester proved to be a bigger struggle than we anticipated, with a steep climb that finally crested just in time for us to make the downhill ride into the city by sunset. But the colors of the forest and the gentle glow of the setting sun made it all worthwhile. Another spectacular day.
Coming into Manchester.
On our way to the coast.
Leaving Manchester on a cold morning.
It's our last day. We're going to hit the ocean today. It's not
We
going
won't-
to dip yet,
Yeah, riding down to the coast.
though. Exciting. So exciting.
Yeah, awesome. What a day.
Hey, babe.
Hey,
Good morning.
good morning. Here we go. Here's the Rockingham Recreation Trail. Right now it's a little more than grass and dirt. We'll see how this plays out. It looks pretty rough. Doesn't look good, does it? But I think it gets better. Yeah, that was just a funky little part here. This is more like it. This Rockingham Rail Trail should take us most of the way to Portsmouth. Welcome break. Gotta love these rail trails. If you know where they're at, they really do make the ride so nice. So I'm feeling it in the legs. Yesterday's climb, huh? For the first 5 or 10 miles will be uphill, gentle uphill, then gentle downhill. That sounds good. But that wind is chilly.
It is. 30. Yesterday and today have been our coldest days.
Well, next week they set the clocks back.
Yep.
So it'd have even an hour less.
But we made it just in time.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
The cycling gods have been on our side this whole trip.
Yeah. The Rockingham Trail going through wetlands. Ooh, hope this drivetrain makes it to the coast.
It will, honey. Beautiful day. Just beautiful.
Yeah, it is. That cold, crisp autumn is just so sweet. Chilly, but that sun, you know, you can feel that sun just warming you up.
When you're riding it.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, the deep burgundy red trees over there to your left. Gorgeous.
Got another nor'easter coming tomorrow, right?
No east, Bobby. It's a
Yeah.
nor'easter. Gotta reach the coast today. Woo-hoo!
Can you believe these forests? God, it's so pretty through here. Gotta love these rail trails.
Gotta miss it. Until next time.
Oh yeah,
Wow, look at that. You're right.
I know. God, this is pretty. How you feeling today, baby?
I feel fantastic.
That's awesome.
Very good day.
We had read reviews of the Rockingham Recreational Trail, and they weren't all positive. Some complained of rough surfaces. Others were critical of the extremely low tunnels under some of the crossings. We found the trail to be outstanding, although we heartily agree with the low tunnel remarks.
Oh boy. I think I want to walk this one.
Yeah, no kidding in the low clearance. Look at this. That is one seriously tight squeeze. I wonder what happened to the actual train tunnels, you know? Yeah, that's low clearance, all right. A lot of limbs down from that nor'easter the other day. Having to ride very carefully. Okay, that's a problem. That went down. Okay, turn around. Back to Manchester. Want me to help you with
Yeah,
that?
help me with the back end.
Yeah, okay. Kind of a ghost forest in this little swampland.
An interesting little bog.
Still some sugar maples down this way.
Beautiful spot for some apples and peanut butter.
Better duck. Oh man! It was so low.
Good job, Roland. Doing the limbo.
Apparently this is the kind of train that they used to run on these tracks. There's the old depot.
You know, don't you, that we can't leave here without getting some Boston clam chowder. Teddy's there.
Pizza, steak tips, pastas, and a sauce. What do you think?
We might have a good soup or something in there. You want to try it? Are they open?
I think so.
Looks like they're open.
Cup of fish chowder.
Chowder. It's so good.
Wonder where we are.
Day.
Wonder what town we're in. Can't tell.
Oh, we're in Raymond.
Raymond,
Raymond.
New Hampshire.
It's a beautiful day. Beautiful but sad and happy day. Just can't believe it's all coming to an end. Feels so strange. Feels like a cause for celebration and a cause for grief, I guess. Oh. Okay. Is this why they call it a mountain bike trail? It's just a little single track. Still pretty doable. Certainly no problem in our touring bikes. We got thicker tires, gravel tires. All in all, the Rockingham Trail's been a really good trail for us. Some issues, but so much better than taking the road. As always, taking those rail trails, just the best way to go. Slows you down sometimes, but that's exactly what you need on a bike tour. You don't want to take it too fast. You want to be able to appreciate it. There's no reason to be, racing from point A to point B. This is about, experiencing the world, feeling the feels, feeling this crisp, cold October air on your ears, smelling the forest decaying, hearing the leaves crunch into your tires. It's a full sensory experience, and you just want to take it all in. We're just trying to get the most out of this day and just appreciate all of it. Just love this kind of traveling. Just love it so much. Makes me feel so alive. It's just so real. What a beautiful world this is.
As the day eased into afternoon, the low sun glazed the forest with golden light and deep blue shadow. This was our last full day of riding across the continent, and we couldn't have imagined a better day or a better trail to bookend our trip.
One of the things I love about our later than usual schedule, a lot of people I think are riding, early in the morning. Not us. We tend to sit around, drink our coffee, kind of feel the day a little bit before we get going. But every day on this trip, it seems, we finish up the day with these long shadows. The long shadows of the afternoon. And since we're riding west to east, that setting sun is always behind us. So we're always riding into our shadows. Such an awesome way to finish every day. I love how everywhere are these, beautiful rock walls, dry stack rock walls. How long have they been here? Hundreds of years, who knows? But they're just everywhere. Beautiful. What a beautiful forest this is. How are you feeling, babe?
Good.
Yeah. I was telling Julianna, man, I'm having one of those days where I can feel the COVID hitting. It's been rough today. Dizzy and exhausted and achy.
You're still riding strong, though.
But, body's making it through. Back on the pavement again. Off the rail trail and final 15 miles into Portsmouth.
As we made our way into Portsmouth, the fatigue I was feeling gave way to a surge of adrenaline. Knowing that we were so near our destination, the goal that had been emblazoned in our minds since Rialto Beach in Washington was exhilarating.
We are so close to finishing this trip. So close.
But what is the name of the emotion when one is fulfilling their dream? A dream that has lived in their heart and mind for so long, and now was destined to be set on the shelf, to become memory and fodder for storytelling, and no longer to be experienced or lived in the moment. Our epic journey was slipping from the now into the past before our very eyes. The sun slipped behind the horizon, and we wound our way through the streets of downtown Portsmouth. Just as the streetlights were coming on, we made our way to the Memorial Bridge, which carries US 1 across the Piscataqua River and into Maine.
Wow, look at that.
We had a room booked in Kittery for the next 2 nights, since another solid day of cold rain was moving in overnight. Dipping the tires would have to wait one more day.
We just made it into Maine, the last state of the trip.